All right. I just got to check something here real quick. All right. Should be working now. All right. This thing always turns my mic down, so I forgot to turn it up beforehand. Um, got a new beer. I did a order with Tatamagouche Brewing a couple days ago, and it showed up today, as usual. Usually takes like 2 days, whatever. Um, didn't get a lot of like new stuff. I got mostly just a couple old favorites and just like 12 of each one. The one new thing I did get though was a different version of Dekorum, and I think they've had this out before, if I'm not mistaken. I think they might have released this one time before, but it's out now again. It's sort of a seasonal thing they do, and this is their Dekorum Citrus. Okay, so we'll go to the website here real quick. So this Dekorum Citrus Lager. Now, if you're familiar, the Dekorum itself is their base like light lager that sits at 2.9%. This is a little higher in alcohol, 3.3%, but they've flavored this one. So let's just see what they say here. Dekorum, behavior in keeping with good taste. The light lager we all know and love, now with the addition of blood orange, mandarin, and lime. So I don't know, natural flavors maybe? Did they say that on the can anywhere? No, they just say blood orange, mandarin, and lime. So possibly some sort of fruit puree or just natural fruits dumped in the fruit juice, dumped in the tank, whatever. Either way, I'm fine with that. So this is kind of reminds me of North Brewing has their bring your own beer, which just came back out, I guess, which does sort of the same thing. Light beer with citrusy flavors to it, just to make for an appetizing summer beer. And it's fucking hot today. We've just hit our first heat wave here in Nova Scotia. You got into the mid to high 30s, which with the humidex put it into like the mid 40s, which not good. That's getting up in the high 90s, hundreds, something like that for Americans with Fahrenheit. Just shitty weather. But anyway, we don't need any sort of tasting notes or anything like that with this. Let's get rid of that. There we go. I'm excited to jump into this, see if this is any good. If it's as good as North's Bring Your Own Beer, then I might get more of this. In fact, I will get more of this if that's the case. All right. So it looks a little darker than the regular Dekorum. This is golden color, straw color, a little bit of head going on there. Let's go the aroma. All right. I apologize if my sound's not too good on this. I've got the air conditioner just blowing right next to me. So I'm getting mostly the lime. What did they say all was in here again? It was blood orange, mandarin, and lime. Yeah. The lime is the sharpest note. Getting a little bit of the actual malt from the beer in the background. Teeny bit of other citrusy kind of stuff going on. Maybe a little bit of the orange coming out. I'd say the lime is probably the predominant note. It's not super strong or anything. It's very nice and pleasant. Let's take the plunge. Cheers. Hmm. All right. I'd say it's not as good as the North Brewing's Bring Your Own Beer, um, but it's not bad. The orange, the mandarin and the blood orange, they come out more in the forefront. I think in part to like tone down the lime a little bit, balance that out. Does an okay job of it. The sort of sourness from the lime comes in the background. Um, it's not like puckering. It's just kind of like coating the back of your teeth kind of thing. That's where it kind of lingers. Mm. Very light as expected. Drinks super easy. That little lime kick is just enough to like make you want to take another sip. It does its job. Um, Honestly, I think I maybe prefer regular Decorum over this one, just a teeny bit. Um, I don't know. That citrusy kick is pretty good though. Like I don't know if you'd like buy like those vodka based things at 5% or whatever, those watered down vodka drinks like your White Claws and your shit like that. If there's any of those that have like citrus flavor to them, this is probably comparable to that. Um, this is like a couple steps above like citrus flavored water because you're actually getting citrus flavor. Those waters they tend to, in my experience anyway, tend to all be just more aroma than anything else, and you just get a ghost of the taste. Here you're at least getting a lot of citrus flavor, um, and it's still noticeably beer, so that's a good thing. Yeah, decent summer refresher, um, uncomplicated, easy to drink. I could see this working very well. I'm already feeling better. Uh, this I do not do good in hot weather, and just been suffering since I woke up. Basically, just trying to sit in front of the air conditioner, and the air conditioner's just barely keeping up. It does not do good in like plus, you know, you get above the 30s, like the mid 30s, and it's struggling to pump out cool air. Yeah, good. It's decent. Um, as a light lager, I call it like flavored light lager and the thing, but basically just grading this as a light lager. It does all the stuff that a light lager should do, and at least has some good flavor to it. Um, I'd say 8.5, pretty decent. Um, my own personal preference, I think I do like the flavor profile of North's Bring Your Own Beer a little better, which is like the best comparison I can give to this one. Um, so I'd probably sit my personal preference at about a 7 on this. Um, but it's good. 7 means I would buy again, and I probably will. This will be very handy to have as a maintenance beer for these hotter days. Kind of hoping it doesn't get much hotter than it got today. this summer. If so, we're going to be in for a bad summer. Maybe just be one of those anomalous situations where we have like the massive heat wave up front, and then it all goes away. Well, it doesn't go away, but it doesn't get into like the 40s with the humidex again, because that's a little unbearable. But anyway, cheers. Thanks for watching. We're going to get out of here now. I think I got a couple other things I could review tonight. I might as well do that. So maybe I'll be back in half an hour. If anyone is watching right now and is interested, and if not, and you're watching later, cheers. And we'll see you when we see you. Goodbye.